Hi friends, and welcome back. Today I wanted to give you an update on the little mini greenhouses that I started a while back. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link that for you guys now. So these are my jalapeno plants, and I showed you these in that first video. I planted them on March 7th, and I actually took them out of their first container and retransplanted them into this container because they were just a little bit crowded because I just kind of threw the seeds in there. So this container, you'll see that they are lined up kind of really nicely because I had transplanted them when they were a little bit smaller. But you can see that these jalapenos are already popping out of the top. I do want to tell you we are in zone 7, so our last frost is well after March. But I wanted to get my seeds started, and I don't have anywhere inside to start the seeds, so this method has worked out really great this year, and I will probably continue to do it because I could start all my seeds in March, and now I have these seedlings that are ready to transplant into my garden. The only problem is I'm not really ready for them because I have radishes in my garden now where these jalapeno plants are supposed to go, and they still need just a little bit longer, so I can't put them into the garden box where they're supposed to go. I'm just gonna transplant them into this planter for now, just so that they can separate. Honestly, like halfway through this, I was like, I should probably just have kept them there and kept the container open. We are doing that with some of the ones that we already have up on our porch. I've also did the same thing, separated out my zucchini plants because they were getting really big for inside of the container, and I just wanted to give them some more space to kind of like stretch out and grow. So I did the same thing with my zucchini plants. If you watched the first video when I planted the seedlings, I used a seed starting mix to plant in. When I'm transplanting them over, I'm using a garden soil potting mix. So they're kind of graduating. They're graduating their soil a little bit here too. Honestly, I probably should have just like left this open. Like,
yeah, I can leave it, let it open.
No, I mean like right now. Instead of like, why am I moving them?
Yeah, they should be open, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
So they can have more sun, I guess.
Yeah. Again, halfway through I realized I really didn't need to move these guys over anyway. They had enough room in the jug container and they would have been fine until I could get them into the garden, but I don't know. I don't know. I wanted to show you what else we had growing. So these are those zucchinis that I told you I moved over to, and they're doing just fine. I mean, they don't have a lot of soil, but they're gonna go into the garden really soon anyway. This is celery, and it is starting to sprout nicely. These are strawberries. These are what I planted in the very first video. Strawberries take a long time to germinate, but you can see that they are growing in there as well. There they are. Hi, little babies. And what is this? So these are tomatoes on a vine. This is from a tomato that I got in the store, and those are growing. These are bush cucumbers, and again, they're getting really big. They'll go in the garden soon. Eggplant, I just planted these. I just put these in there, so nothing's really happening, but they'll get there. And these are Romas that I got from the store. Again, the seeds I just took out of a tomato and planted. These are carrots. I don't know how these are gonna do. I'm gonna have to transplant them. They're obviously a root vegetable. And then cantaloupe, they are doing really well too. And even though I don't quite know why I'm transplanting all these over into this thing, I had already started, so I figured I might as well just get as many plants as I could into here, just to let them kind of do their own thing with their own little roots before we end up putting them into the garden. So I did transplant as many as I could into this thing, and then I left the other ones just hanging in the bottom of the jug. And I'm just separating the roots as best I can. When you do that, some of the roots might break. It's fine as long as you get most of the roots to come with you. And I am just planting them at the same level that they were planted at in their soil, and just kind of pressing down so any air pockets aren't left in the soil so the plant doesn't kind of sink down anymore. And here's all my jalapeno plants in their own little spaces. Again, this is a jalapeno that I got at the store, took the seeds out and just grew those. Thanks so much for watching, guys. As always, you can find more from us here. Make sure you subscribe so you can follow all of our adventures. Give it a big thumbs up and let me know down in the comments, did you hear my rooster crowing? Let me know how many times you heard him crow. Bye, guys.